Carl Jung, a prominent Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst, significantly influenced the fields of psychology, psychotherapy, and modern understanding of the human psyche. He delved deeply into concepts such as the collective unconscious, archetypes, and the process of individuation. His views on pleasure, while interwoven with these broader concepts, reveal a path towards understanding human behavior, motivations, and the quest for fulfillment. To explore Carl Jung's perspective on pleasure, it's essential to contextualize his work within the framework of his analytical psychology. Unlike his contemporary Sigmund Freud, who emphasized sexuality and the pleasure principle as central to human motivation, Jung approached pleasure not just as a sensual or hedonistic pursuit but as part of a more intricate interplay between the conscious and the unconscious mind. Jung's interests extended to the emotional and spiritual dimensions of life. For him, pleasure was intricately connected to the process of individuation, this quest for self-realization and wholeness that he believed was fundamental to human existence. He posited that true pleasure arises not from transient delights but from a deeper understanding of oneself and integration of the various aspects of the psyche. This integration involves acknowledging and reconciling the shadow, those repressed or denied facets of the self, thereby allowing for a fuller experience of life. Pleasure, in Jung's view, should encompass not only physical gratification but also emotional and spiritual satisfaction. He understood that societal norms often place a premium on certain types of pleasure, particularly those related to material success or physical enjoyment, while neglecting the deeper, often less tangible forms of fulfillment. This led him to critique modern society's tendency to pursue pleasure superficially, suggesting that such pursuits can lead to a disconnection from the true self. An essential element of Jung's perspective is the relationship between pleasure and suffering. He recognized that human life is a tapestry woven with joy and pain. The acceptance of suffering, along with the acceptance of pleasure, allows individuals to evolve. For Jung, the act of embracing difficulties is a vital part of the individuation process, which facilitates personal growth and deeper connections with oneself and others. This duality teaches that pleasure often derives its meaning from the context of struggle, offering a richer texture to the human experience. Jung also highlighted the importance of archetypes, the universal, symbolic figures and motifs that exist in our collective unconscious. Certain archetypes, such as the lover, embody desires for intimacy, connection, and fulfillment. Engaging with these archetypes can reveal paths to deeper pleasures and inspirations within the psyche, reflecting the desire for connection that is quintessential to the human experience. The lover archetype, for example, celebrates the joy of emotional connection and the beauty of artistry, resonating with Jung's belief that pleasure is not confined to immediate gratification but is instead deeply entrenched in the pursuit of passion and creativity. Art and creativity are central to Jung's understanding of pleasure. He believed that artistic expression serves as a medium through which individuals can connect with their inner selves and with the collective unconscious. Creativity brings forth pleasures of imagination, beauty, and transcendence, often serving as a healing force. Jung himself was an artist and recognized the therapeutic power of engaging in the creative process. He asserted that artistic endeavors allow individuals to express complex emotions, facilitating a deeper understanding of their inner worlds and their relationship with pleasure. Furthermore, Jung's exploration of spirituality invites an examination of how pleasure can be understood on a transcendent level. He argued for the necessity of spirituality in the human experience of pleasure, positing that individuals should seek deeper connections with the sacred through various practices, whether religious or personal. This spiritual dimension aligns with the search for meaning, suggesting that pleasure linked to a sense of purpose or connection to something greater than oneself fosters deeper fulfillment. The experience of ecstasy in spiritual practices, for instance, can be seen as a form of pleasure that transcends the bodily sensations and touches the divine. In contemporary times, where the focus often lies on quick fixes for happiness and pleasure, Jung's teachings serve as a reminder that lasting satisfaction comes from within. He emphasizes that self-reflection, personal growth, and acceptance of one's entirety, flaws, desires, passions, and fears, were essential for achieving genuine pleasure. The modern proclivity toward hedonism risks overshadowing this deeper understanding of joy. Moreover, Jung's belief in the importance of dreams as windows to the unconscious adds another layer to his view on pleasure. Dreams carry significant symbolic meaning and can illuminate areas of unfulfilled desire or deep-seated fears. By engaging with one's dreams, individuals can explore their innermost thoughts and feelings, allowing for a reconceptualization of pleasure that includes self-discovery and insight. Jung encouraged dream analysis as a pathway to understanding personal satisfaction and fulfillment that transcends societal definitions of pleasure. Jung's insights into cultural and societal influences on pleasure are also notable. He analyzed how different cultures approach pleasure and fulfillment, recognizing that societal norms and values can shape individual perceptions of pleasure. He observed that varying cultural frameworks affect the way pleasure is pursued and experienced, often leading to a dissonance between personal desires and external expectations. For instance, in some cultures, pleasure may be intertwined with community and collective experiences, while in others, it is more centered on individualistic pursuits. Jung warned that the disconnection between one's authentic self and societal pressures can lead to feelings of emptiness or a lack of true pleasure. He advocated for a more individualized approach to understanding pleasure, encouraging individuals to break free from societal constraints and discover what truly enchants them on a personal level. In addition, Jung's consideration of the anima and animus, symbols of the feminine and masculine aspects within everyone, expands the conversation about pleasure to encompass relational dynamics. He believed that understanding these inner figures allows individuals to embrace their full identities, facilitating deeper connections in relationships. When both the anima and animus are recognized and integrated, it opens the door to a more profound emotional connection and intimacy with others, enriching the experience of pleasure. This relational aspect connects to Jung's broader idea that the journey towards wholeness also includes exploring one's interactions and bonds with others. The interplay of sexuality, creativity, and spirituality in Jung's conception of pleasure highlights the intricate tapestry of human experience. He underscored the notion that these dimensions are not separate but intimately connected. For instance, a fulfilling sexual relationship can stimulate creativity, while creative endeavors can evoke a sense of spiritual awakening. Thus, pleasure must be viewed through a lens that encompasses all facets of life, suggesting that true fulfillment is a harmonious blend of the physical, emotional, and spiritual elements. To further appreciate Jung's insights on pleasure, we might consider his exploration of symbols and myths. He emphasized storytelling as an essential vehicle for conveying experiences of pleasure and joy. Myths often encapsulate deeper truths about human existence, providing guidance and wisdom about navigating life's pleasures and challenges. Engaging with these stories allows individuals to tap into the psychological and emotional currents that shape their pursuit of pleasure, reflecting larger existential themes that resonate across time and culture. In Jungian therapy, the process often leads individuals toward a richer understanding of their pleasure dynamics. By working through personal narratives, dreams, and symbolic interpretations, individuals can unearth their desires and deal with internal conflicts that impede their pursuit of joy. This therapeutic framework empowers individuals to embrace their complexities, ultimately helping them align their actions with their authentic selves and, in doing so, cultivate a more profound sense of pleasure in life. Moreover, Jung recognized the potential pitfalls and blocks to experiencing pleasure. He noted that societal expectations, personal fears, and unresolved traumas could create barriers that inhibit individuals from fully engaging with their desires. His therapeutic approach sought to illuminate these obstacles and guide individuals toward healing, allowing for a reclaiming of pleasure as an integral component of the human experience. This journey often involves confronting deeply ingrained fears or beliefs, marking a transformative process that can lead to greater self-awareness and freedom. Jung's concept of synchronicity, the meaningful coincidences that occur in life, also contributes to his understanding of pleasure. He suggested that recognizing and honoring these synchronistic events can enhance one's experience of pleasure, as they manifest a deeper connection between the individual and the universe. Embracing these moments encourages an openness to possibilities and allows individuals to experience joy in unexpected ways, reinforcing the idea that pleasure often arises not from control but from surrendering to the flow of life. In conclusion, Carl Jung's exploration of pleasure weaves together an intricate tapestry of psychological insight, emotional depth, and spiritual connection. Rather than viewing pleasure as a singular or superficial experience, Jung invites us to engage with it through a holistic lens, acknowledging its multifaceted nature. He invites us on a journey towards self-discovery and wholeness, emphasizing the importance of integrating our conscious and unconscious selves, embracing our relational dynamics, and fostering creativity and spirituality. In a world that often seeks instant gratification, Jung's teachings remind us of the value of inner work, the depth of our emotional experiences, and the profound connections that can enrich our lives with genuine pleasure. Thus, the pursuit of pleasure becomes not merely a quest for happiness but a sacred journey towards understanding and celebrating the entirety of the human experience.